3 years ago, I was 400 feet up, perched on the side of a cliff, and I was sitting there. Oh, it was in it was at the Needles in Sequoia National Park. If you guys ever been, it's amazing, beautiful. So I was sitting there, belaying my partner, taking this world beneath me in, watching the birds fly under me, and it was incredible, so beautiful. And I'm just, absorbing everything and thinking to myself, when can I take these damn leggings off? So we're gonna take a quick poll. I know this is the leggings company, but raise your hand if you love wearing leggings for your outdoor activities. Whatever it is, hiking, biking. Okay, so keep your hands up if you love that feeling of taking them off at the end of the day, right? Sometimes you're peeling them off. It's like taking off a bra at the end of not your bra, obviously. And it's like, so wouldn't it be amazing if you could be that comfortable all day long? So for me, obviously, leggings all the time for climbing outside wasn't my perfect solution. So on the other side of the spectrum are the technical climbing pants. And I'm a weekend climber. I do this for fun, so I didn't feel like myself in them. And it was also hard to find a fit that looked good and felt good. You can relate. Too big here, too tight there, too low here, too long there, right? So I was looking for something that was comfortable, versatile, natural. And honestly, I knew I could make my dream pants. So I have over 10 years of experience designing for brands like J. Crew, Abercrombie, Converse, and Woolrich, and I know what it's like to deliver quality product that people love. I've seen firsthand what kind of environmental impact it has, and for a long time that was the reason it hindered me from wanting to start my own brand. But I wanted my dream pants. And I wondered if other women felt the same way too. So after 18 months of doing surveys, prototyping, sketching, looking into environmental practices with a community of climbers, we're testing and giving me feedback every step of the way. In the spring of 2020, we launched the pants we were all waiting for. Our hemp sand pants are the comfiest adventure pants that take you from cliff to couch and everywhere in between. And when I say comfort, I don't mean just for the wearer. I also mean for our planet. And that's why hemp is at the core of everything we do. And hemp is this amazing magical fiber. It uses 75% less water to grow than conventional cotton. It absorbs 4 times more CO2 than trees. And it has the property to revitalize the soil and water. So in fact, in Chernobyl, after the nuclear power plant disaster, they were planted to revitalize the soil. It's incredible. It's also obviously natural, but it's got antimicrobial, UV protection, and something else. There's one more thing. Wait. Oh, it's breathable. I was like, there's a third point. And all of these natural properties make them perfect for the outdoors. So as you can see, sustainability is at the core of everything we do and extends to our production. So we make small batches in LA. Everything is dyed, cut, and sewn, and all within 13-mile radius of each other. And every step of the process goes through me to ensure quality control and also deliver high quality product that our customers are used to and expect. So we have climbers and non-climber customers who say our pants fit like a dream. So one of our early wear testers, she's a climber in her 60s. She texted me one night and told me that her husband said her butt looked hot in these pants. I literally cried. I was so happy, literally cried. And we have customers in their 20s who love shopping with us because they see us and they see me and we're relatable to them. And we share values and their butts look great too. There's a lot of butt staring in climbing, let me tell you. So we do have a wide range of customers who love our modern and natural approach to outdoor apparel. And we've gotten some really amazing attention from some outlets like High Snabaiti, Field Magazine, Condé Nast Traveler, and Gear Junkie, which has been really cool. So we were born in the community of climbers, but we quickly realized that our full market potential is so much bigger, and it's because we're balancing niche and mass market because our pants are classic, but they're cool, and I think it's sometimes hard to achieve, but we have that right here. And I know Title IX customers are gonna love them. Actually, when we were doing the tour yesterday, one of the stylists commented on my shorts, and I was like, I'm done. So Title IX customers are Comfortable Adventures customer. I know that. So since we launched in 2020, our focus has been direct to consumer, and it's unconventional, but we haven't really baked in the wholesale model. I hear you, Johnny. I hear you. Into our price point. And that was intentionally done because we were born in the climbing community and I wanted to serve our community. So we wanted to protect, or we wanted to be able to offer a quality made in the USA product using premium fabric like hemp, we actually use the same mill that Patagonia uses, so it's good stuff. So that was intentionally done, but like I said, we know that our market is so much bigger, and working with Title IX is gonna help us get there much sooner. We've grown 20% since we launched. I know that's a small number, but big for us. And that was all through organic word of mouth, social media, and doing pop-ups at different climbing gyms. That's been really successful for us. And this is all in the midst of going through the pandemic, 2 months after launching, becoming a new mom, moving to a new state. So just little things. So like I said, our full market potential is so much bigger, and I'm so excited to be here for this opportunity to be able to speak to you guys. So thank you so much, and Title IX, let's get more people in my pants. Thank you. Oh yes, I was gonna bring this over.
Jeein.
I love
So
your
my,
shirt too. Yeah. Thank you.
which leads me to my first question. How do you show what your pants work back to, or is there an assortment that you merchandise back to?
Yeah, so we do have a tank. It says "Let's go" in Korean, like "Ale" when you're climbing with. So that's like our way to like, go send it, you got this. So we do have a tank and we have shorts, and that's pretty much our assortment right now. And we're a small brand and we're known for our pants, and that's our focus. So we're trying to go deep and not trying to go wide currently, and just really lean into what we're known for and what we're good at. So yeah, we're looking into expanding our size range and go introduce new colors, but that's where we are currently.
Okay. I have one more question. Yeah, go for it. Okay. So marketing, how are you showing what this looks like in the wild?
Yeah, so kind of like what Susan said, I do rely on a lot of reposting. Our climber friends and our customers love posting, especially these colors are popping on the wall, and that's kind of like another thing that draws our customers is our colors. So they love sharing and showing pictures of how they like to wear, even if they're not on the walls, just like walking their dog or like lounging on the couch. So it's been fun for me, as a maker, to see how people are actually wearing them, and we've been reposting that, and they're almost like customer testimonials, right, through images. So that's been really, really cool for us to see. Hi.
Since you're currently all direct to consumer, mostly through site, have you thought about digital marketing? And have you thought about how much you would allocate for marketing spend, and thinking through what a customer acquisition cost looks like?
Digital marketing you mean like
like Facebook and Google AdWords.
Oh,
and
yeah.
all those things.
Yeah, so I have done a little bit of digital marketing like way before I knew what I was doing. So, but that was like a really good learning lesson. And we're actually looking into running some digital ads before the holidays, actually. So something we're looking into. Yeah.
So $145 is a lot for a pant. And since I'm making the buying decisions, tell me what kind of margin I'm going to get and how I can convince our customers to pay for a $145 pant. Like, what's the story I'm going to tell? How do you package your story and help us to tell that story to pay $145?
Yeah, there was a lot of thinking before we landed to 145, and I've been surprised by how many people are buying our pants, and most of our customers don't even think twice before they buy our pants. I think we're telling that story of, small business, woman-owned, working mom, and also I'm a climber designing for climbers. So I think they see that it's not, it's coming from someone who understands the sport and understanding women's body and understanding what we're looking for. And sometimes it's not much, but it's kind of hard to find the products that you're looking for out there, especially when it's, more, when you take a minimal approach. So I think they're buying with us because they know the story and they want to support the story. So it's more of an investment, and I can see that at this price point. One of the things that we're actually looking at, speaking of 145, because of the inflation, we might be raising our price slightly next year, and it's something that I'm considering, and I think for someone who's able to spend $145, that extra $20 is not crazy. So that's something we're looking into because of the inflation. And I talked to my manufacturing partner, and their price is going to go up next year as well, but they're willing to hold the price until the January of next year, and participating for me being at Title IX Pitchfest. So I think there is room to talk. My current margin right now is at 60%. So yeah, it's not a lot of room, but kind of like what you're saying, like what is your marketing strategy? I kind of see this as a marketing budget, and it's huge for us. Even for me to be here and going through what I've gone through Title IX has been an amazing social, a boost for our business. So that's something I'm willing to work out and chat.
And you're making in LA because the mins are low? Is that?
The mins are low, yeah. Yeah, and also I'm just able to interact and be able to be part of it more.
Okay.
Love your story. Love the product.
Thank you.
I think the aesthetic is so sharp and beautiful, and I love the tank top too, so it's great seeing that you're building it out a little bit. I'm curious because you did come from working with bigger brands. As you reflect on this new venture, where you're able to kind of take practices that worked and also evolve in new ways, right? Which is one of the beautiful things of like going out on your own. So if there was like one practice that you're happy to leave behind in the big brand world, and then one practice you're taking with you, I'm curious what those would be.
Just one. I think that's a really great question. I think it's, as a small business owner, right, you're constantly thinking like, oh, this is a brand I want to build. And I think we were talking about that yesterday, being here, going through this process. This is my first time being back at a corporate office since I left my corporate job 2 years ago. And being able to see this through a lens of small business owner has been just incredible. So, just being here and seeing brands like Title IX empowering women and supporting small business owners in a way that I haven't really seen other brands do has been really empowering, and definitely something I want to take with me. And I think there's certain things that can be out of your control when you're working for a corporate and you don't have that voice. So it's been, I don't know if this is answering your question, but yeah, it has been pretty amazing to be a self-sufficient small business owner, to be able to kind of build the brand that you are looking to do. So sustainability is a big factor. Like I said, unfortunately, not every brand is, heading that direction still. So that was one of the big reasons why I didn't see myself with some of the other brands that I was designing for.
Good. Okay, I have sort of a PO related question. Sounds like you've been working with your manufacturer at least on pricing for purchase orders. I'm curious, like, because you're all direct to consumer now, are you able to take on the volume that could come from a purchase order? I mean, having worked with Title IX, they go pretty narrow and deep in a
Yeah. And go ahead. Finish your question.
And then the other question is, you mentioned like seeing this as a marketing line item, like the reduced margins, but how do you tackle that in year 2 potentially? Because I certainly have been in your shoes and been there, but curious how you look at that reduced margin, say it's successful and you get a second purchase order.
Yeah.
Can you continue to write that off as a marketing line item, or is it?
Yeah, that's a great question. I feel like I can learn from your experience. We should talk. But also, with the units having higher volume, I'm hoping our prices can get lower and work through that hopefully in the second year. And sorry, what was the first question?
Are you prepared to ramp up? I mean,
yes,
you're
yes.
direct to consumer and producing in super
Yeah.
small batches.
Yeah.
Having to deliver, 200 plus units.
Yeah.
How do you?
Yeah. Thankfully, my manufacturer that I'm working with at LA, he's just like a very well-connected manufacturer, Garmento guy in LA. And it's been this relationship that we've been cherishing, and that's why I was able to move out of LA and still have that tight-knit connection and relationship, that trust that you need with your manufacturing. So he's able to handle any big volume. So that shouldn't be an issue.
That this fabric is really special blend of cotton and hemp. So if you did get a big order or a reorder, is the fabric sourcing an issue, or are you able to get the exact same fabric that will take the dye the same way and fit the same way and shrink the same way?
There should be we won't be any, not that I can see, running into any issues ordering this fabric in big volume. Yeah.
From?
The fabric is coming from China. It's from a mill that Patagonia also uses for their hemp collection. And there's an agent in LA that I'm working with that I'm able to pull smaller volumes without having to meet big minimums. So that's our solution currently. But if needed, I have the connection. It's a fabric that I used before, or a mill I used to work with at my previous job. So I have the connection, I have the relationship. So if I do need to import directly, that's something I've done before.
Got it.
Thank you.